Interesting, interesting. And we're another little quick view of the audience there. Looks great.
Really just a beautiful venue.
You know,
here.
it looks like there's nobody there. There's the competitors up on the stage, which you will see on their own individual cameras soon.
Beautiful
I'm
stage.
excited to see who's going
and
up
our
against each
wonderful
other.
stream operator, if you can see him there.
I don't think you can. but he is to our left, just a little behind the scenes there. I've got my body armor tropical punch.
And we probably can't do that. No free promo.
I've got
also,
my yummy yellow drink.
But also no sponsors from or could be sponsors. But we like our locals.
Oh yeah, they never discussed if they got anyone out of state. We should probably know who's sponsoring the stream today,
don't
as
think anyone
people. But there was logos in the bottom.
Yeah, for RoostleMania.
Spotlight KC. I mean, Spotlight KC's probably technically sponsored because they're doing
putting
all the
on the
stream
event.
stuff. Right.
Big thanks to Spotlight KC.
Big thanks
for
to
bringing
Spotlight.
this
Well,
all
look
together.
at the camera. Big thanks to Spotlight KC putting on the
putting
event
all this
today.
together.
Very exciting.
And big thanks to Gameroos for allowing us to commentate today.
Yes.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Here's a little behind the scenes. We've never done this before.
Don't say that.
Why?
20
It's
years
too late.
plus experience.
Yes.
If you need us to hire, let us know.
My Instagram is aaron.harrell. Go ahead and go follow. Like all my posts. They're all a little slice of
My
life.
account is private. You can make that
Really?
public.
I'm public because I am an actor.
Another thing you don't know about AA here.
Am I
Actually,
supposed to
an
be using my
establishment-
code name? I haven't been doing
I don't know.
that. Great.
Are you able to put our Instagram handles rather than our Twitters? That would be cool.
Oh, that'd be great.
Absolutely. Kealan and Real Icebox. Now, we've seen Kealan play before. Great to see him back on the set.
Here we are. I thought I recognized him up there. Oh, here we go.
Absolutely.
You know my Instagram. It's just my first dot, my last name. So go ahead and write that down.
I'm on
That's
the
where I do all
eraser.
my business inquiries. It looks like, I don't know if it's just hovering, but I'm seeing Banjo-Kazooie in the bottom there, which is a super fun and funny character. I'll do a little impression. Go! There it is. That was a Banjo-Kazooie impression. And another song from Kealan. That's great to see. He's got
Aaron.
his main. He's got it down.
What's your ad? Do you know it by heart?
Yeah, it's aaron.harrell. I just told you. You've got rough handwriting. Inkling. Yes, that's what I like to see.
What is happening with you today?
What do you mean? I'm just on the aggressive.
I think I have beautiful handwriting. How do I make
The next
my
game is starting.
account not
Inkling
right?
versus Sonic. Inkling, a lot of crowd control-esque moves.
My account is now public. Follow me. Comment on all of my posts.
We're paying attention to the game. Very, very powerful start there by Real Icebox.
Just want to share something. My mom just texted me and said, "Who are those guys?"
That's a classic mom thing to say, is to see someone online and think that we know all of them personally. And there's that classic move again by Kealan, just doing the up special, sending that bounce pad
Beautiful.
off the edge.
You were talking about playing Purple Inkling earlier. It's great to see a color switch Inkling.
This is actually, I believe, pink, so...
I will say, it is pink. Oh, how many times? Again!
Oh my
again!
god!
Whoa!
Will it keep happening? Oh, that was stressful there for a second, but very, very, very well played. Real Icebox.
Inkling not losing any time here. Real Icebox bringing it right back to the game. Not going to let that slight skirmish on the right ledge there.
A little Inkling fun fact, after, unfortunately, Real Icebox has passed, is that the more ink you have on the other player, the more percentage you stack up and do.
That's right. Brendan, oh,
Hey, we know him.
can't wait to see what Real Icebox does on this one.
That is an exceptional point. We haven't seen what Real Icebox is all about yet, but it looks like that, I don't know if that side B is just going to work. It's a great counter if Sonic couldn't jump out of the charge attack.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Personally, whenever I play against my amateur friends, that's exactly what I do whenever I'm Inkling versus Sonic, which is a thing I've played many times before. And frankly, I love the bomb move when it works, but it just out of
zoning.
ink is just tough.
Well, but a
getting that
perfect
space,
time.
yes, frankly, just sending him off just in time. Oh, there he goes. Kealan's keeping the pressure up, which is what you have to do as Sonic.
Absolutely.
Sticking back is just not the way to play. But interestingly enough, that is exactly how Inkling wants to play, is just getting that time to get the ink back or charge up the throw of the bomb. Eric, you're gesturing like you're looking for something. I'm curious what that is.
I realized we didn't have a mouse.
Oh, what would we
Just
control?
go up in the chat.
Oh, sure. unfortunately, that's not at our
just
description.
shooting Sonic in the face
Yeah.
on that platform there. Oh, are we gonna see it again?
Oh,
No.
not this time, not this time.
This
You know,
time.
perhaps the only game where you can shoot Sonic in the face with a gun. I can't think of any other ones.
There was that Shadow game where he had a gun.
Oh, yes. But
Can't
unfortunately, I
recall
don't
the
think
name.
Sonic is a battle in that game. But I'm no Sonic expert. I'll text my roommate about that. He knows exactly what Sonic's about.
Shadow Hedgehog goes hard.
That's a good point. That's what I'm...
The new game
Yes.
ramped up the aura, dare I say.
No, absolutely. There's some wild, weird, goop-based powers in that game. It's really fun.
Shadow with the blicky. Shadow
Yeah.
with the switch.
Okay, well that's good to see. So perhaps that little tidbit I said earlier.
Both
is just
players
false.
trading time on that ledge.
Oh wow.
Who
Keep
is
him
edge
off.
guarding who here? Time will tell.
Oh, there he goes.
And
they
we're back.
really are just going back
Taking
and
up
forth.
that ledge.
Ooh, unfortunate that the neutral ink does not send him.
Oh,
there
with
he
the-
goes. Another win for Kealan.
With the dome.
What a very well played game.
Kealan
Now it's
has been
acknowledgement
putting up
there.
some great numbers here. Real Icebox with some just beautifully gelled hair, I will say.
I was gonna say it does
Perfectly
look great.
coiffed. Well put
That's
together.
a fun word that you just
Dressed
said.
his best for this game.
Yes,
did
I
we.
feel a little underdressed in my Legend of Zelda t-shirt and my brother's shorts that
Wait,
he gave me.
do you have the picture of Noah? We know a guy that looks almost exactly like you.
Yes.
Can we cut to this game?
Yes, he is.
It wears an earring.
He
like
wears
yours.
one earring.
on like a dangly
So,
one on one side.
All is well. A little behind the scenes there from the match. We've got our little. This is some. I love the RoostleMania design because it is just the Sonic Mania.
Yeah,
logo,
it's great.
But sort of adding their own thing. Sort of go Roos.
Go Riz.
Interesting choice. I haven't seen anyone change who they're playing as, but I guess you see who you're up against with Sonic, and you change the type of game you're playing.
Here are my thoughts. If Real Icebox pulls this set through, or this whole set, yeah,
Yeah.
I will subscribe with Amazon Prime. I will use my Prime sub on Spotlight KC. In fact, I'll probably do it anyway. But it's more exciting if you win this match.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what a Prime sub is?
Oh yeah, but to this
Yeah,
channel
to
that's
Spotlight
streaming
KC,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they put on such great tournaments.
That is true.
Oh, I
That is true. Even just yesterday, I believe that tournament. Just
Yes,
saw.
Strike 17. It's a weekly
Yes.
tournament. Look it up on Start GG if you want to check
Wow,
it out.
Okay. You've got all the knowledge, it seems.
Brendan, if you have channel points, you can spend them. Or just Venmo me $5 and I may or may not give it back to you. It has nothing to do with the game. It's just
Yeah.
if I feel like it.
Does gambling include us saying, is it Eric versus Aaron? I don't know.
I don't know.
Very. Looks like Real Icebox is playing a little
I will
bit better.
say, the switch from Inkling to Pikachu here,
Interesting choice indeed.
two very, I would say, different characters.
But I believe it is at least going a little bit in his favor this time. It was a lot more brutal at the start of the last stock. of the
Absolutely.
last game.
I see that Real Icebox realized that he needed a faster character in general. Someone with a
Yeah.
little more mobility, a little more teleportation,
Absolutely.
and less projectiles.
There is indeed voting on the sets. I had no idea. Brendan Holt, you can indeed gamble on
That's
this.
what I was saying about channel points.
I thought you were lying. I thought you made it up.
This guy knows nothing. Oh, predicted where that up B was
Wow.
going to land.
Very, very well
Incredible
done.
read from Kealan.
Keelan's got it down. Real Icebox,
Oh.
incredible placement
Yes,
on that.
with the down B. Really baited him into coming
Yes,
down.
that's
there.
one of my favorite moves to hit. And
Crossed it off our
cross-baiting
list.
off the list of competitive terms per glossary I have in front of me. We'll show that once more next time the camera's on. Oh wow, absolutely brutal. Just standing still, charging a move just to hit him with it. I thought he was going to do the same thing again. I would have been even more upset.
I will say, it's sort of. Have you seen that video of the boxer? And he's punching fast, and the guy's blocking it, but he punches really slow, and he gets right to his face because it's just such a mix-up that you don't see it.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what Keelan's doing here. Is charging that Sonic ball just a little bit longer than normal, just to kind of throw him off, throw off his timing.
And it looks like someone in chat does want to Venmo. Looks like we gamba with balls, which I believe is not any
That's
real
an awesome
words.
slogan, though.
Yeah, it is.
Spotlight KC. We gamble with balls.
Oh yeah, it sounds strange.
It's the game.
But we're down to 1-1 stock. It makes me
Yes.
wonder real Icebox can come back from this.
To be completely honest, I looked away from the screen when that stock was taken. Oh!
Oh, wow. Keeping him up in the air just for a little bit there. Just getting that good percentage down. But he's got
Again,
that
with just these
move.
chained aerials.
Yeah.
Timeout really knowing his frame data, his spacing, his hitboxes. Just an intelligent grasp on the character of Sonic. And I will say, real Icebox doing the same thing. We saw with that down B off ledge.
Ooh, absolutely brutal. Watch every single hit of that down smash.
I will say we
Can
saw.
he make it back from that?
Oh, canceling it with a screen.
Oh, wow. That might have
helped
saved him. Yeah.
Nice hitting from the back with that. And a falling back
There
air.
it goes. Another win
out
for
the match.
Kealan, but a well-played game by
We
real
have
Icebox.
seen Kealan go for those back airs as Sonic in previous matches. Just when the percentage gets high, the back airs get flowing.
That's just how it's done.
A little bit
It
of
almost
chatting
makes me
here.
wonder what they're listening to on their headphones because...
I think I just hear the game.
Is it just the game? I didn't know you could connect multiple headphones to one Nintendo Switch. But hey, you learn something new every day. And it looks like we're switching up the music here. Here we go.
I'm
We're
actually-
getting
this
intense.
is great.
This could be the last battle.
Good
This is
mix-up.
getting real. We're getting
Sticking with
serious.
Pikachu here. I will say it did seem like he had a little more success with Pikachu in that last
It did.
match.
It did.
Can they hear us in their headphones?
I hope not. If they did, they would be nodding and cheering and laughing the whole time.
They cannot.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That would really like mess them up.
Yeah.
Let's scream in our headsets.
Yeah. That's the best idea I've heard all day. Round number 3 starting with some intense music that's they selected personally. It looks like maybe they talked about it a little bit beforehand. Eric is coughing, disrupting the
One might think that Pokemon Stadium might be a little bit of an advantage for Pikachu just being in his
Interesting,
hometown.
yeah.
A little more of a comfortable
yeah, a
place.
little hometown play. This is exactly like
Again,
sports ball.
coming out swinging, I will say. It is not common for a Smash player to go easy in the first few seconds of
No,
this match.
not at all. Nor would that be a good strategy in any part of the game. just
You
to
never
go
know if
easy
you
on
want to
them.
feel it out, see what they do. Right?
Sure, I guess learning their movesets.
I think
getting a
I
little
play less
accordion in there.
tentatively. Okay, I'm loving this music.
Yeah, this is really, really piercing. It's very exciting.
Fierce.
Just a little hanging on the edge.
Pika,
Did not
Pika.
get him what he wanted. Ooh, did not quite land that down B.
I gotta say, I am a huge fan of Sonic sending Pikachu to the moon and then just standing there and
Absolutely
watching.
brutal read there. Now we're 3-2 stocks. Very well played game so far by Real Icebox.
Nice bees here, running up.
Wow, very well done.
Great to use those bees for cover.
Absolutely, absolutely. Trying to sort of scare him there. It looked like with that charge up. That's what
And
I
again,
saw.
a similar thing.
Frankly, it scared me.
I will say, Kealan aiming that bee upward, really just predicting that Pikachu would jump there.
Yeah, yeah. Very
Exceptional
impressive gameplay.
past, present, and future gaming.
Great dodge of that,
Kealan.
just barely jumping
And from
over.
Real Icebox,
And
chaining
there it
these
is,
aerials.
absolutely.
If
But getting
only-
that shield in on the ground.
If only those attacks did a little more damage.
Yes, absolutely. Just not
The
negligible.
sound effect for those aerials is a little wimpy.
There it goes. We're 2 stocks, but Kealan over there is at 63.
Back to what feels like a fairly even game.
Yeah. Music's getting intense. This is a serious match here, folks. 5 minutes left on the clock. But we haven't seen a match go down even close to 0 yet.
No, they close out fairly quickly.
Mhm.
We did see a match ago, 2 stocks taken within what felt like the first minute and a half.
Yeah, of course. I believe the timer is set to 7 minutes for each of these matches, which is very interesting.
Just some great exchanges here, some really tight gameplay, keeping it close, using only the most necessary of moves.
Absolutely. A little posture check for those in the audience. And there's the rules there in the chat. 7 minutes free stock, no underdog lose. And that's sort of what I thought, which is good to hear that I actually knew something and was correct whenever I said it out loud.
You've been dropping a couple stinkers today.
I have, absolutely. Just been lying to our audience.
Oh, using that
Wow.
upbeat as just sort of a stop.
Just the way to
I don't
get
see
up.
too often.
But still, Real Icebox is keeping the pressure up this game, which is great to see. Just getting with that grab
Yep.
right when it hit the ground. Just 4 brutal punches in instead of a throw.
Coming up to a pretty high percentage here. Sonic is smoking.
Trying to edge guard.
Oh, almost.
Interesting
That
strategy.
might have
Wow,
been it.
very well done.
There you go. Dash attack will do it.
Yes, there it is. With some free time to dance around on the stage before
Some good
Kealan
moves.
comes back
Good
into the
moves,
match.
Isaac.
And instantly coming out. I saw him earlier wait on top of the respawn platform for the whole time. And that time he's just back into the battle. Trying to get those damage in while he has a little bit of invincibility.
Yeah, nice guard there. PP. He's back on the stage.
Absolutely brutal once more to just charge it up fully and not time that shield correctly.
Couple
Get him
of
with
whiffs
the
there,
neutral
but he
B.
hits one of them.
There he
There it
goes right
is.
up the stage. Now we're one stock to
An
one
attack
stock.
that we have seen before.
It's true. Many of these attacks, actually, I've seen done many times.
Great combo. Oh,
Oh,
wonderful.
wow. Stopping.
Downward air dodge.
Absolutely.
Again, back to an even game.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
seems that when these players get down, they come right
Just
back up.
ducked under it. I don't know if you saw that. He just tilted downward and was totally safe from that attack.
Similar to Peach's combat with Sonic, just jumping
Sure.
over the ball.
Yeah.
Seems like maybe the simpler moves. are the way to go.
You said Pichu. We haven't seen anyone play
Peach.
Peach. It was actually Daisy. So
Oh,
we've got some
okay.
bad
Well,
commentators here behind the desk. in
I like
front
that
of
you
the monitor.
included you. Thank you.
What?
Just some commentators.
Yeah.
Now we're back to the game.
It's a great way to get the audience locked in as well as ourselves.
Right, well, we're on last stock here. This is pretty intense. Focusing on the game here.
Icebox has gotten Kealan up to 97.
But we have seen Sonic get to 130 previously and
That is
still
true.
stick it out. It seems like you really have to make sure that this Sonic is out of the game.
Absolutely.
They know the
That-
game,
wow,
and they are
straight in the
playing it.
midair.
Each player above 100% here. Any tilt attack, any smash.
Tried to
close
do the
this
duck
game out.
again. Didn't quite hit it that time. We've got a minute
Again,
30 left in the
Back
match.
to an even game.
Oh,
tried
absolutely
to
brutal
jump
final
over it.
kill.
I will say that hitbox was a little silly.
He was a little silly.
That floor sweep coming up high enough
Yeah.
just to pull him into it. I will say
He's got
though,
his head in the game itself. He's got his head in the game.
looks like he's eating the game.
Wait, is that cheating? I don't know. Just a little friendly discussion. It's like,
right.
oh, okay, so it was just part of the stream. This is just so confusing. Okay, so it looks like we've pinned. I don't know what that pinned message is.
Oh,
Um,
Andrew SK stands for Andrew Sex
okay, and that makes sense. Unfortunately, Andrew SK is no longer on the stage, but I'm just
He'll be back.
he'll be back. Will he be back?
He'll be back.
Okay. I feel like I should be writing down who each of these people
Do
are.
you want to go get my laptop?
Do you want to get your laptop? That's my question to you.
Oh, we're
A nice
changing.
little serene tune here, and it looks like it'll just be me for about 20 seconds while Eric goes and grabs his laptop. He actually hadn't stood up. I made him do that by speaking those words into existence. Looks like we've got Tortimer in the background, which might just be the winning game for Real Ice Fox. I know. Tortimer's actually a cheating move. Once again, lying to the audience, Aaron Harrell is. He doesn't know how to commentate by himself. Again, he even starts the match.
I think I did do a bit where I just fell on top of the table.
That would have been so loud. That would have been bothered. One interesting thing about this matchup is that we don't know if Real Ice Fox is from Kansas or not. So, is this a rivalry? Uncertain.
I don't even know if Real Icebox is from America.
That's a good point. There's no info on that.
Or their accent. Sorry.
I absolutely love this stage because I absolutely love Animal Crossing.
I know you do.
Also got Mabel and Sable there
I
in
would
the
say
background.
an interesting stage pick. You
It
do
is.
see the stage pick?
But a great little sort of hype tune to soundtrack this match.
Absolutely.
Yes. Will Real Ice Fox be able to
Holding the
play as
shield.
well as he did the last match against him? Get that win in again? I don't know. But it's, again, incredibly even. If we're looking at the seeds there for our players, very far apart, but super good match.
Tight gameplay.
Absolutely.
Well suited teams.
Yeah. Okay, one of our players might want to take a stop by Nooks and pay off their house loans before the next match.
Again with that swing.
There it is, yeah.
We'll say I do.
He's gonna want to donate that one to the museum. Ladders is gonna like to see that.
We'll say I do love that Sonic has changed his skin to match the similar green accessory.
Yes, absolutely. It looks like maybe they discussed that. There was a little bit of discussion after that match, which once again, great to see through our competitors.
Kealan
Tom Nook watching
around the stage.
Just not gonna get that first stock down is absolutely brutal. And not getting that recovery. That is tough to see by Ice Fox.
Gotta hurt, but Ice Fox not showing any of that emotion.
No, absolutely not. And we're flying back to the town square.
Another amazing aerial chain.
Absolutely.
Not the only one executing that.
We've got the owner of the Happy Home Academy in the background, so they might want to play a clean game here today. He's losing focus. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Brendan's name has changed color?
It has changed color, and that is vexing me as well.
But yes, Gluttony, one of the 7 sins. Perhaps
he's getting that first stock down, finally. Let's see if he can bring it back. Trying to use the platform, but it just flies away from him.
Again, an interesting match pick.
It is
Shake
absolutely.
things up a little bit.
Looks like Captain's just driving the bus back to town, so that should arrive pretty soon.
No, too much about Animal Crossing. Also, I do have the amiibo that one blue had on. It was a gift.
The Mabel?
Sure.
The person who sells the clothes? Yeah, it's Mabel. So looks like they've planted a lot of different fruits on their town.
More importantly, Ice Fox getting just bullied on stage.
Absolutely, yeah.
By Kealan here.
Just trying to use that little tiny move to disrupt him at all. Didn't quite land being underneath him for that lightning attack.
That'll do it.
Off the
Same
stage.
move.
Another match win by Kealan. Very, very well done.
It was almost too easy.
The audience is electric.
Absolutely brutal. And another posture check for our commentators.
It's always such a surprise.
This game's really good. And there's our Instagrams there at the top. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Go
Go
ahead
ahead and give that a follow.
give that a follow.
This
Absolutely.
is vexing.
And see, Brendan's a little shocked to see us, me and my good friend, and co-commentator Eric on the camera.
right.
I noticed that he only looks at the screen, but I look at the camera. I'm curious of his
instead.
strategy.